the video. I am Rashmi. Today we're going to see what is HackerRank, what is it used for, how to create an account on HackerRank, and how to submit a solution on HackerRank. Firstly, what is HackerRank? It is a platform that helps you to practice and give contests on competitive programming. It also helps you to assess various skills of your interest that are belonging to computer science background. Uh, HackerRank is also used by various companies to host filtration tests and assess their candidate skill levels that have applied for various job roles. So, there's a high chance that a company coming to your placement drive at campus or off campus host their filtration tests on HackerRank. So, why not know the environment and master the environment beforehand? When we open the homepage of HackerRank, something like this appears. There are three sections: prepare, certify, and compete. Under the prepare section, you will have various things like preparation kits, sample certifications, and prepare by topics. Now you can open or view all the preparation kits related to various topics. Here are sample certifications, and the next part is preparation by topic. There are various topics listed. You can choose one of them and solve questions based on that topic. You can also add up some filters to customize what problems you want to solve, like easy, medium, hard, or domains like linked list, graphs, etc. Moving on to the certify part, you will get to see a lot of topics of computer science that you can open, test your skills, analyze your present level of skill, and based on your present level, HackerRank will give you problems or statements to practice so that you master the skill and gain the certificate. Moving on to the next section, that is compete. Under this, you will find all the active or presently ongoing contests and also the archived contests that have already been conducted. You can choose problems from these contests to solve them and practice, or you can also give a contest that's going on. How to create an account? It's pretty simple. Click on sign up. You just need three things: your name, your email, and the password. As of now, I won't be creating another account because I already have one. So I'll directly log in into the account. I usually use Google account to log in. So here we go into my account. You can choose a problem from any of the categories. As of now, I will be choosing from problem solving. Here is a question that we're going to solve today. The heading is plus minus. Now, the most important part of giving a solution is analyzing the problem statement, understanding the definition and various parts of the question. Now, here is a problem definition or the problem statement. It says, given an array of integers, calculate the ratios of its elements that are positive, negative, and 0. Print the decimal value of each fraction on a new line with 6 places after the decimal. 6 places after the decimal means that the precision has to be 6 places. Now, in the note section, they also say that the answers with absolute error of up to 10 raised to minus 4 are acceptable. They've given a small example. Here is an array. N is equal to 5 means that the number of elements equal to 5. The ratios that we require are positive divided by the total number of elements, negative numbers divided by the total number of elements, and zeros divided by the total number of elements. These are the corresponding values that we have to print on new line. It's very imperative to analyze an example in order to understand the question completely. Now here is a function description. This part of the program explains to us which of the functions given in the editor here have to be completed in order to form a proper solution. So here it says complete the plus minus function in the editor. If we go and search for it, here is the plus minus function, and we have to write the code inside this function. Plus minus has the following parameters: an integer array of n integers. If we go and see the function here, it is taking argument as the vector array of integers. Now what are we supposed to print? We have to print the ratios of positive, negative and zeros as explained earlier. Here is the input format, that is how is the input given to us. The first line contains n. What is n? Size of an array. The second line is an array itself, that is n integers which are separated by spaces. Now moving on to the constraints. Why is it important to know constraints? It's very important to know how are the test cases given to our problem. So n can range anywhere from 0 up to 100, and the array elements, individual elements of the array can range from -100 to +100. Constraints also are important when it comes to competitive programming contests. It helps us to optimize the code on the lines of time complexity as well as space complexity. So here if the constraints, for example, for an array are very big that do not fit in the range of an integer, we need to use long. So that is the reason we have to analyze the constraints first. Now going to output format, 3 lines of output for each test case have to be printed with 6 decimal places as precision, that is proportion of positive values, negative values and zeros. Here is a sample input and sample output. 6, which means size of an array, that is n, and then on the next line the array itself. So the output corresponding to this particular input is given here, and explanation to the input and output is given here. After analyzing and understanding the problem thoroughly, we then move to the editor part. We either type the code on the editor, or there is also an option to upload the code as a file. We will explore both of them right now. First, we'll just paste the code to save time. So here we pasted the code. We'll just go and run, check it. Okay, so our sample test cases have passed. You can also check your code against a customized input. If you feel you have a unique input in mind, you can test for that as well. You can upload your code as a file. So what you have to do is click on this. It says that uploading a file will replace all the current content on your editor. Say yes. You can select a file. You can either choose a language or keep it auto detect. Usually prefer to keep it auto detect and upload. Now this code gets automatically pasted on the editor, that is the file that you've chosen. The code from that particular file is extracted and pasted on the editor by itself. So here I had put an extra line in my file to separate it from the editor's code that we already had beforehand. This is a code from the uploaded code file. So this is almost more or less the same thing. So we will run it again, test it. Yes, because the function was the same, the test cases have passed. Now you can go ahead and submit your solution. Okay, great. So all our test cases have passed. This is how you submit a solution on HackerRank. If you encounter some runtime errors, which are usually possible when you're solving contests or also when you're practicing questions, you can refer these 2 pages. One is HackerEarth a page which gives description of type of errors. I will be giving the link to this in the description section. Here are various runtime errors. This has got almost all the possible runtime errors that you usually face. There is also one more page of Geeks for Geeks which explains runtime errors in depth. This is my favorite page to refer when it comes to competitive programming, because this page has explained the errors and has also given a sample program which can cause this such type of an error. So please go through these pages in order to understand the runtime errors if you encounter any during solving a problem. I hope you could gain insights related to competitive programming and HackerRank. All the best, ace your competitive programming and solve as many questions as possible. Have a great day, guys.